hopefully this is actually a review for you. Um, I'm assuming, but at the same time, some schools don't actually teach you this in your face. Anyway, what does it say?
Nouns.
Yeah. Have you learned about nouns before?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. What is a noun?
We've never listened to that. Okay, I'm joking.
I was like, did you not know what a noun is? Almost gave me a heart attack there, Alex.
Okay, a noun is really? Really? Okay. A noun is a word that names something. Like a person, place, or thing.
Yes. Some kids grow up with only that one definition, but I'm going to shine some brilliant light on you and tell you that there's actually more to it than just being a person, place, or thing. There are actually different kinds of nouns. The most basic one you will know is a common noun. These are the ones you always tend to think of when you're talking about nouns, okay? They are the person, place, or thing, and ideas. Ideas are also nouns. Did you know that?
Oh, okay.
So, but these ones all have something in common, and it's just that they don't need a capital. They're just regular words that represent a subject. Okay, so these ones do not have a capital, which is why we call them common nouns. And there's obviously usually more than one of each thing. Now we move on to proper nouns. So what are proper nouns?
A specific noun capitalized.
Yeah. So that means there's only one in existence. Okay, for example,
Okay.
Japan, there's only one Japan in the world, right? Canada, there's only one Canada. And we also capitalize names because they represent individuals like Jane. I'm certain there's more than one Jane out there, but the Jane you're referring to is usually only one individual person, right? Even between twins, they're still individual. Okay?
Okay.
All proper nouns, all names, all like if there's only one, for example, Eiffel Tower, there's only one. The Great Wall, only one. These are all proper nouns. Okay? All deserve a capital because they're so special. Next, we have compound nouns. So this is two words put together to create one noun, and it means different. It could be a different thing or it could be related. For example, firefighter. If you take it apart, it becomes fire and fighter. But those two words separated do not equal firefighter, do they? Or don't have the same meaning as firefighter, right?
Okay.
Okay. Same with water and melon. Water is water, melon is melon. But if you put it together, you get watermelon.
Okay.
Okay, and then yeah, so those are the ones that we've talked about. Okay, so we're moving on to something that's slightly a bit harder. Nouns can be countable and uncountable. What does countable mean?
Accountable is like to be counted.
Yes, essentially. Yes. So it means you can count them and it's meaningful to count them. So exists in units that can be counted and it's meaningful, like kids. You can count kids. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. Tables, bottles. And then when you can't count something, it's called uncountable. Okay. Like sometimes you can count it, but it's with other units. For example, butter. Can you say butters? Maybe, but it's usually types of butter or grams or weight of butter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with water. Do you count each drop of water? No, At least not the people I know. Nobody counts water like itself. You can count bottles of water, cups of water, milliliters of water. Like it's something else that you can count that is more meaningful. But water itself, you would not count, right?
Okay.
That's what I mean by meaningful versus not meaningful. Same with intelligence. How do you count intelligence? Maybe if you like put like IQ, but that's only like because like we want to have some sort of way to define intelligence, but can you actually count intelligence? Not so much. Okay? So because we can count them, obviously we get plurals, right? Do you still remember plurals?
Plurals. Plural.
Yeah. So what are plurals? No.
Yeah, I don't remember again.
Oh dear. Okay, so plurals means more than one. So when you need to count them, if it's countable, it will have a plural. If it's uncountable, which means you don't need to count it, you don't need plurals. That's why I put the two together. Singular means one, only one thing, idea, place. For example, one teacher, a basketball, a home. Usually they come with a or the. And then we have the plurals. So you have more than one. The teachers, the basketballs, homes. Okay, they usually add an S. This is a general rule. We add S, right? Plus apostrophe sometimes. Oh, no, not this one. This one's not apostrophe. Those are possessive. Never mind. This one, you just add S to the end. General rule, add S. Now comes the hard part. Sometimes not every word listens to the rules. You know, we have rules, but not everybody will follow it. Like how I tell all my students, everybody needs to hand in their homework. Did Alex hand in his homework?
No.
No. Right? So you're the irregular, the one that is not part of the norm, not the one that hands in homework period like every week. Okay, so you are an irregular. Plurals that do not follow this rule of adding S. And sometimes it even changes the spelling. For example, women is just one woman, turns into women. You just change the A to an E. Does this follow the pattern of adding S? Can you say woman's?
Woman? No.
No. Okay. So clearly this is an irregular. It does not follow this rule of adding S. What about wolf?
Wolf?
Yeah. What's the plural of wolf? Is it wolves?
Wolves?
Yes, wolves. So as you can see, it adds an S, but you also change the F to a V and add ES. So clearly this also does not follow the rule of just adding S. Same with goose and geese. Okay. Honestly, I can't tell you exactly which ones are irregular. All I can do is just tell you, look it up in the dictionary if you don't know. Sometimes it's always been like kind of debated, like octopi versus octopuses. Which one to use?
Um.
Do you use octopi or octopuses?
Octopuses?
I think it's because so many people use it that it's ended up being that way. I think the actual like real term should be octopi. They changed the U to US to an I, octopi. See?
Okay.
So that's why, like, even though, like, as native speakers, we do learn a lot of it, but there's always going to be ones that we don't know. So just look it up, okay? If you don't know, look it up.